Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Don's Lawns. In today's episode, we're going to talk about a couple of items that you should consider when you're shopping for a used reel mower. Now, reel mowers come in various sizes, shapes, and made by multiple companies, but when you're talking about powered reel mowers, there's probably about 4 or 5 major ones that you should look at. Toro is one of the first ones to come to mind. John Deere makes a pretty good greens mower as well. You can also find the Jacobsen mower, True Cut, Swordman, McLean, and there's probably another major one that I'm missing, but there's like 6 right there. So of those Toro and the Swordman and the John Deere, and the Jacobsen especially, those are all very specific reel mowers. They can do very specific things, get very low, like the Toro Greensmaster and the John Deere and the Jacobsen. Those are all greens mowers, so they can do greens height of cut, like for a putting green, super short grass. So if you're a homeowner and you're looking to get into the powered reel lifestyle and you're not quite ready to go that low, the other alternative reel mowers that are out there, the True Cut, the McLean, the California Trimmer. I knew there was one that I forgot. My buddy Travis over at Budget Lawns, he recently bought a California Trimmer, so if you're interested in learning about them, you can check out his channel. He's got some videos about that over there. But I live in Texas, and the market for reel mowers is kind of wishy-washy, especially where I live in Corpus Christi. It's kind of hard to find some at a reasonable price that are in good shape. So whenever you're going to shop for a reel mower, there's a couple of things you should really look at each one. First off, the price. Now, there's market price, and that's supply and demand. There's no reel mowers on the market, so they can ask for more money, for their mower. But obviously, you should consider getting it at the lowest price you can. So some bargaining chips are some things that you want to have on your side when it's time to make an offer for one of these reel mowers. And those bargaining chips may be things like condition of the motor. If it doesn't run very well or it runs pretty rough, motors are relatively easy to work on. And like this McLean that I ended up buying, it ran a little rough and I had some idle issues, but I looked it up, and the carburetor for one of these Briggs & Stratton motors is like $20 on Amazon. So I'm not too worried about fixing that up. You want to check on the oil and see if it's kind of gray or milky. That means some water probably got in there. Another thing you might look at is the spark plug. And on this one, when I looked at it, it's a little black and sooty, pretty dirty. So that tells me it's kind of gross in there. It's probably burning some oil a little bit, and then also the fact that it was kind of milky white oil, so there's probably got some water in the oil somehow, maybe when they were washing it or something. And then the gas. Check on the gas. Look inside the gas tank. This one has a little bit of rust in it, so that means that I'm going to have to address that as well. But those are all things that you're looking for at the moment whenever you're there with the owner and you're examining the reel mower and you're about to make an offer. You want to check on a couple of those things. Like I said, gas tank, the internals of it. See how it runs, if it doesn't run. Check the oil, color, and levels, and all of that as well, because those are all indications of service that's been done on the mower and whether or not they're maintaining it properly. So after you're looking at the motor and you get some bargaining chips there, check out the reel. You'll want to look at the reel also, because if the reel is in bad shape, that can get a little pricey, especially on some of these higher end mowers. The McLean reel, I think a replacement you can get for like $200 or so. And the bed knife is probably a little bit more expensive. So check the reel and check the bed knife. When you examine the reel, you're looking for any nicks or dings or anything in there that like maybe it's hit some rocks or some wood chips. And then, you know, you can slide it and roll it and make sure it's in good contact with the bed knife. And this one has good contact. It doesn't sound terrible. And then you go and you examine the bed knife, make sure there's no nicks, bent areas, or anything out of shape there, and make sure the bed knife's in good shape. You can even do the paper cut method and test out the actual contact. And this one actually cuts paper very well. Haven't done any adjustments to it. So I was able to bargain the price down. We took $100 off of the price that he was asking. And now I have myself a new to me McLean reel mower. It's a 20-inch cut with a 3.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. It's a little old. It's been through its some phases, I'm sure. It's been kind of rough. But like I said, it does run a little rough. It's got a couple issues, but those are things that I'm going to address. And I hope that you guys stay with me and you know, look for those videos coming up soon. I'm going to be doing some things to this mower and getting it ready to be put to use here at Don's Lawns 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a different style. It was a one cut, one shot. We'll see how it goes through the edit, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, hit that like button, tap subscribe down below, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Don's Lawns 1. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Best of luck in the lawn.